This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of MSPN Digital Television and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of MSPN Digital Television.
To the broadcast booth for the pregame show on MSPN Digital Television.
All right, welcome. We're live here at the birthplace of American Legion Baseball. We're in Milbank, South Dakota at Legion Park, and a beautiful park it is for day 2 of the Centennial Classic Baseball Tournament. I did not almost say that other sport. And it's our first elimination game of the tournament. You got LaMoure post 19 taking on Milbank post 9. LaMoure will be the home team. Milbank will be the visiting team. Starting lineups, umpires, and more right after this. Stay tuned.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
My fellow Legionnaires, what we do today on the battlefield will go down in infamy. Know that I consider each of you my brothers in this life and the next!
Jimmy, what the hell did you get us into?
The American Legion helps veterans, Bob. Cadius is a veteran.
Fine, but drinks are on you when we get back.
Legion!
Join today's Legion. Sandals are optional.
All right, welcome back. Once again, you can find us on our YouTube channel, which is where you're at right now, so I don't have to go digging deep into that, but if you give the videos a thumbs up or subscribe or even click that join button, we'd certainly appreciate it. Also, find our broadcast schedule, other Legion news and scores from North Dakota, Minnesota, as well as some other cool updates, like all your favorite Minnesota professional sports teams and more. MSPN DTV on X, MSPN DTV on YouTube, and our new email address, mspnfargo@gmail.com, is another way to contact us. We'll get that on there sometime soon as well. We got the LaMoure post 19 coming in with an overall record of 10-9. There's people here, I promise you. And then Milbank coming in with a overall record of 10-5. Of course, let's go ahead and take a look at the bracket and see how things shaped up yesterday. As Glenwood Lowry would defeat LaMoure by the final score of 10-2 in that first game. And Broken Bow would defeat Milbank in 5, blanking them 10-0. So that puts LaMoure and Milbank into our first loser out game. The winner of this will play later today at 6:30 p.m. Against the loser of Glenwood, Lowry, and Broken Bow. So if Milbank wins, would they get a rematch with Broken Bow? If LaMoure wins, would they get a rematch with Glenwood, Lowry? It's possible, but we'll see. And then the winner of our next game at 2:30 today will advance to tomorrow's championship game at 11:30 a.m. to play the winner of Game 5. So a short and sweet double elimination bracket explanation there for you here, as the Milbank post 9 will be in the same colors, similar colors, I should say, as they were yesterday. Let's see if I can get. There's a good look at them. So they'll be in the blues with the red sleeves. Yesterday they were in red with the blue sleeves, so just a flip-flop of what they were in yesterday. And then LaMoure will be in the exact same jerseys that they were in yesterday. The white ones with the blue numerals trimmed in red and a kind of a red, white, and blue across the chest with the words LaMoure Post 19. So that is a look at that. Let's see here. Upcoming schedule, other games on MSPN today, as that one needs to be scrolled down a little bit there, as we've gone over half of our summer season already, which is phenomenal. There we go. Now I can see it. So in addition to the games here today, we are live at Starry & Bank Field in Fargo for the Essentia Health Tournament. We'll have every single game, including the ones versus the Comets. Castleton, Aberdeen, Wyzetta. If your team is playing in the Essentia Health Tournament, then you can find that live on MSPN Digital Television right now. The stream started just a couple minutes before 8 a.m. this morning, and the first game got on at 9 a.m. And I looked on my phone right before we went on the air, and it is live, and it's going well over there so far. So since I'm down here and our other guy's on vacation and our other guy has another commitment, it's a stream exclusive with no play-by-play broadcasting, but that's okay. So that's why we do stream exclusives, so we can get the games on for you, even if we can't provide complete broadcast coverage for you. But that's why we're one of the things we get most complimented about. Let's put it that way. So once again, 3 games today: 11:30, 2:30, and 6:30, and then at least one game tomorrow at 11:30 with a potential second game if needed tomorrow. So that's a look at, once again, you can find that schedule you just looked at. It's pinned to the top of our X social media page at MSPN TV. Give us a follow there. Give the video a thumbs up. We'll take a break, and we'll go over the starting lineups next here on MSPN Digital Television.
Here's your chance to support MSPN Digital Television in one of 3 ways. First, everyone can subscribe to the MSPN YouTube channel absolutely free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 monthly YouTube memberships. Third, local businesses can choose one of 2 monthly YouTube sponsorships. Visit our YouTube channel and look for and click the Join button to select the option that's best for you. For more information, or to get answers to your questions about MSPN memberships and sponsorships, give us a call today at 701-491-6776.
American Legion Baseball. A winning tradition since 1925. Thousands of young athletes have participated, and countless lives have been changed.
That was the fun part of summer ball and Legion was we just played. At that stage, I think everything's so pure. You're just wanting to play ball. I would 100% recommend it.
Legion Baseball is one of many programs of the American Legion, supporting our children, our military, and their families. Find out more about how we continue to serve America.
welcome back. Bring you back to the schedule here. As we want to talk about one other thing. MSPN, don't see it on there, but I can make you see it on there, or I can give you the ability to see it on there. Let's see here. I think that'll do the trick. Do have the ceremonial first pitch. Let's get you a look at that really quick. Oh, no, it's already over with. Missed that. Sorry about that. But the Central Plains Regional there, it starts on August 7th, goes through August 10th, and we'll have every single game of that Central Plains Regional on the road to Shelby right here on MSPN Digital Television live from Starry and Bank Field in Fargo. Thanks to our sponsor, the Fargo Visitors and Conventions Bureau. You can visit their website at fargomoorhead.com to learn about all the places you can go see in the Fargo-Moorhead, West Fargo area. Also, when you search hotels, if it's possible and it's in your budget, get a hotel right on 23rd Avenue there. You can park your car for the entire tournament. You can walk to the games. You can get a golf cart ride to the game simply by crossing the street. It's right by the zoo. It's right by a bunch of restaurants as well. And like I said, you don't even need to put gas in your car to drive to the field if you get a hotel on 23rd Avenue in Fargo. So we'll have 6 golf carts. Some of those golf carts will be lined up on that 23rd Avenue side as well. And so, like I said, if you get a room at one of the hotels on 23rd Avenue, there's a very good chance that you could simply cross the street, get a golf cart ride to the admissions gate, and you're good to go. So there you go. And then we'll have that championship game at 11 o'clock on August 10th, and the winner will be on their way to Shelby, North Carolina. And we will go through the starting lineups when we return after this. Stay tuned.
Every day across our great nation, members of the American Legion are shaping and brightening their communities. American Legion members are volunteering to assist wheelchair-bound veterans. Still, others are helping the current generation of service members transition back to civilian life. If you are a wartime veteran, please consider uniting with your brothers and sisters in the nation's largest and most influential veteran service organization. Join the American Legion today.
All right, let's go over the starting lineups here for Milbank, who they're introducing right now. And for Milbank, the batting order will look like this. Top of the order, 1, 2, 3, with the starting pitcher, number 9, Joseph Schulte. The right fielder, number 2, Joshua Peterson. The shortstop, number 22, Aiden Kelly. Middle of the order at 4, 5, and 6 will be the first baseman, number 11, Matt Copeland. The third baseman, number 13, Reese Rabe. The second baseman, number 3, Mason Allen. The bottom of the order at 7, 8, and 9 will be the left fielder, number 5, Nolan Sheely. The catcher, number 14, Jace Johnson. And the center fielder, number 7, Mason Meister. For LaMoure, post 19. Your batting lineup will go like this. Top of the order, 1, 2, 3, will be left fielder, number 20, Gunnar Theolgis. Second baseman, number 7, Blaze Isaacson. The shortstop, number 2, Colby Theolgis. The middle of the order at 4, 5, and 6 will be center fielder, number 8, Owen Lesko. The catcher, number 6, Mason Warkin. And the pitcher, number 1, Logan Potts. The bottom of the order at 7, 8, and 9 will be the first baseman, number 36, Jaron Reagan. The designated hitter, number 24, Jake Kramer. And the third baseman, number 28, Easton Theolgis. Right fielder, not batting, will be number 4, Russell Exner. Your reserves from Milbank will be number 4, Keaton Johnson, number 8, Tyler Heinge, number 15, Bennett Hunt, number 21, Zachary Kargas, number 40, Derek Karst, number 10, Samuel Rick, number 1, Jeter Schooler, number 26, Daniel Shellstad, and number 12, Jackson Wisey. Your reserves for LaMoure post 19 will be number 10, Joey Potts, number 9, Riley Christofferson, number 17, Tate Jacobson, number 18, Jacody Lewis, number 5, Grayson Matson, number 16, Jaden Paul, and number 22, Vance Waldy. Once again, the LaMoure comes in with an overall record of 10-9 on the season. And it will be a 10-5 record for Milbank. Milbank is coached by Ron Kraus, and he's the team manager, and his assistant is Caden Kraus from Milbank, South Dakota. LaMoure is coached by head coach Jason Theologis, and his assistant Gage Dunn. The team manager for LaMoure is Greg Peterson. We'll take a quick, I think we're going to stay right here, and we'll have the code of honor. We'll have the color guard and the national anthem, and we'll turn it over to your field PA announcer here.
Batting eighth, designated hitter number 24, Jake Kramer. Batting ninth, third baseman number 28, Easton Philgis. And right fielder, number 4, Russell Exner. LaMoure assistant coach Gage Dunn. The head coach is Jason Philgis, and manager Greg Peterson. At this time, we ask that the teams remain in place for the recitation of the American Legion Sportsmanship Code. Since 1926, every player that participates in an American Legion baseball game has recited the Sportsmanship Code. To read the code of today's game, American Legion Baseball Committee Vice Chairman from Gibbon, Nebraska, please welcome Mr. Jody Moeller.
Good morning, everybody. I have an ask of you, gentlemen. We're going to read the Code of Sportsmanship, and I ask that you repeat after me and do it loud enough for the folks in the stands to hear. I will keep the rules, keep faith with my teammates, keep my temper, keep myself fit, keep a stout heart in defeat, keep my pride under in victory, keep a sound soul, a clean mind, and a healthy body. Good luck, teams.
At this time, we will have the presentation of the colors to be followed by the singing of our national anthem. We remind you to remain standing.
And while we have a quick moment, we'll take a look at the eyes on the game here. Your umpire-in-chief is Greg Warren. Calling the balls and strikes will be Rob Hansen. Is that right? I thought I edited that. Let me double-check something here really quick. It seems like it was yesterday's, but let me check something here. No, it is today. So Rob Hansen at Steve Cryer at second, Johnny Kirchner at first, and John Whitcraft at second. Or at third, excuse me. All right. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the first pitch for game number 3, the loser out action between LaMoure post 19 and Milbank post 9. Milbank, the visitor on the scoreboard, LaMoure, the home team on the scoreboard here in game 3 of the Centennial Classic Baseball Tournament, live from Milbank, South Dakota, here on MSPN Digital Television. I'll be right back.
When one of us comes up short,
We all come up short.
there's no vape in team.
Think there are only school supplies in your child's backpack? Think again. 5 e-cigarettes were hiding in plain sight. Parents, do your homework.
Learn more about vaping at health.mn.gov/e-cigarettes.
Here's the thing about this game. It doesn't matter who you are, how big, or how small. It doesn't matter where you live or where you come from. It's everyone's game. So if you want to play, you can play. Your team's waiting at legion.org/playball.
All right, Logan Potts is your starting pitcher here for LaMoure post 19, the North Dakota team representing North Dakota here in the Centennial Classic Baseball Tournament. And your leadoff batter is going to be number 9, Joseph Schulte. There he is at home plate, about getting ready to step into the batter's box.
Pitcher number 9, Joe Schulte.
And the first pitch is going to be high for a ball. And that first pitch comes at 11:32 a.m. right now here in Milbank, South Dakota. It is sunny and 68 degrees. We should see probably close to 80 by the time we get through game 2 of this doubleheader here, or not this doubleheader, but game 2 of the tournament, I should say. And it's a 4-pitch walk.
Based on balls brings up the right fielder number 2, Josh Peterson.
All right, so Josh Peterson is the batter now. And there's the first strike of the game here from Logan Potts. And the runner goes for second, and the throw up there will not be in time. He will steal second. Pitch came across as a ball. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to Joshua Peterson, and once again, Joseph Schulte stealing second base. High for a ball. We're at 2-1 now. And this one is going to be sent into foul territory here, and could not make the catch there. Mason Warkin, the catcher, tried but unsuccessfully. And we'll do that over again as I'll earn himself a second strike. Two the count. And now full count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Once again, it's loser out action here between LaMoure and Milbank. Milbank in the blues with the red sleeves, and LaMoure in the white with the blue trim and the red outline around the numerals and lettering. And there'll be a back-to-back walks here.
Now batting number 22, shortstop Aiden Kelly.
The pitch is going to hit for a strike. Aiden Kelly was 0 for 2 in yesterday's game against Broken Bow. Had a pop out to second, and also reached on an error. 0-1 here to Aiden Kelly. And he will show bunt. And that bunt will be picked up, and over to first base they'll go to get the out, and the bunt does its job as it advances the other 2 runners into scoring position. So 1-3 on the sac bunt to move Schulte to third and Peterson up to second.
Brings up the first baseman, number 11, Mac Copeland.
So Matt Copeland, 1 for 1 yesterday. He had a big hit out into right center, close to the where the curve in from 390 is, out in right center field there. And we're at 2 balls and no strikes now here to Matt Copeland. Reese Rabe is the batter on deck here for Milbank. Appreciate you tuning in. We appreciate all of our sponsors for making broadcast coverage possible of the Centennial Classic Baseball Tournament down here in Milbank, South Dakota. And a swing and a miss there from Copeland will make the count 2 balls and 1 strike to Copeland. Big thanks to the North Dakota American Legion for sponsoring the 2 games, maybe more than 2, featuring LaMoure. Behind the post, did he catch it? Yes, he did. No, he didn't, I guess. I thought I saw the official put his arm up, but maybe not. So 1 ball and, it's 2 balls and 2 strikes, okay? And that one is going out to center field. It'll be deep enough to tag and potentially score. And the runner at second will stay put, and Joseph Schulte will put Milbank on front and on the board. So a sacrifice fly scores the first run of the game.
Number 13, third baseman Reese Rabe.
Reese Rabe, the batter now, and that pitch will come in for ball 1. Rabe grounded out to third in the game yesterday against Broken Bow. 0 for 1 in that matchup. And now 2-0 in the count here. So 2 balls, no strikes. We're 7 minutes into the game. Once again, that 2025 Central Plains Regional coming up in Fargo. You can visit fargomorehead.org to learn more about where you can visit, hotels to stay at, and all those other cool things. And a big thanks to the Fargo Visitors and Convention Bureau for sponsoring these broadcasts down here in Milbank, South Dakota. Swing and a miss, strike 1 here. Reese Rabe now at I take that back, that was strike 2. So he's at a 2-2 count now. Runner on second is Joshua Peterson. And time has been called. And the 2-2. And no miss. So it's a battle of North Dakota and South Dakota to see who will stay alive in this Centennial Classic tournament. full count, 3-2 to Reese Rabe. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That will strand runner on base, and we will go now
Milbank in the top of the first, 1 run.
to the middle of the first, and it's 1-0 Milbank, and LaMoure coming up to bat next. Stay tuned.
Here's your chance to support MSPN Digital Television in one of 3 ways. First, everyone can subscribe to the MSPN YouTube channel absolutely free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 monthly YouTube memberships. Third, local businesses can choose one of 2 monthly YouTube sponsorships. Visit our YouTube channel and look for and click the Join button to select the option that's best for you. For more information or to get answers to your questions about MSPN memberships and sponsorships, give us a call today at 701-491-6776.
All right, welcome back. Joseph Schulte is your starting pitcher here for Milbank. We'll be tossing him into the glove of Jake Jonason behind the plate. Around the bases, you got Max Copeland at first base. And at second base is Mason Allen. At shortstop is Aiden Kelly. At third base is Reese Rabe. In the outfield, Nolan Sheely in left, Joshua Peterson in right, Mason Meister in straightaway center field. My name's Mike. Hope you're having a great day and hope you're enjoying the games here. As you can tell, it's a little bit sunny. When I left Fargo this morning, there was a lot of smoke. I would cross my fingers that smoke doesn't blow down to the field like it did yesterday, but so far so good. I'll leave it at that. That's the best I can promise at this point in time. Is so far so good. Gunnar Thiel, just Blaze Isaacson, and Colby Thiel just will be the 3 batters we see this inning
Hitting
here.
off the bottom of the first for LaMoure, number 20, left fielder Gunnar Filches.
And the first pitch is going to miss for a ball. It's 1-0. Game 1 of 3 today. We've got 11:30, 2:30, and 6:30 p.m. scheduled starts, and we should be on time for all 3 of those games, barring some extremely long extra inning game that may happen or may not happen between now and then, but we shall see. 2 balls and a strike here to Gunnar Thielges. And make that 3-1. And there's strike 2, so we got a full count now here to Thielges. Once again, Blaze Isaacson is on deck for LaMoure. The Battle of North Dakota and South Dakota here at the Centennial Classic Baseball Tournament, and a walk has occurred. So Thiel just will reach base on the walk, and that will bring to the plate Blaze Isaacson.
The base on balls brings up the second baseman, number 7, Blaze Isaacson.
Blaze Isaacson, a 5'10" left fielder pitcher, primarily here for LaMoure. Takes the first pitch for a strike. In the game yesterday, he was 1 for 4. He had an infield hit, and the runner, Jonason dropped the ball there. So Thiel just will get a free stolen base. And the pitch came across as a ball, so it's 1-1 now here to Blaze Isaacson. He'll show bunt. get a piece of that one and foul it out of the dirt in the batter's box there to the left side of home plate. Nice sunny day down here in Milbank, South Dakota now as we have a 2-2 count. Schulte sets and he delivers the 2-2 and he hits him, so we'll have 2 runners on base now. Brings up Colby Thielges.
Now batting for LaMoure, the shortstop number 2, Colby Thielges.
And he'll hold his swing back and take ball 1. Thielges 1 for 3 yesterday, had a hit to left, reached on an error and a fly out to center field in the game against Glenwood Lowry. Game that they lost 10-0. This one down the third baseline, but it will drift foul, and that will be 1 ball, 1 strike now here to Colby Thielges. Owen Lesko moves into the on-deck circle here. Still nobody out in the bottom of the first, and a runner on first and second. Blaze Isaacson on first, Gunnar Thielges on second here with Colby Thielges, the batter. Schulte with the 1-1. And this one down the third base line, and can he get him? No, he cannot. So get the lead runner, Gunnar Thielges. Runners will stay on first and second. 1 out, and that'll bring up Owen Lesko.
The fielder's choice brings up the center fielder number 8, Owen Lesko.
So Blaze Isaacson moves up to second. Colby Thielges on first now, and the first pitch here to Lesko is down for a ball, and it's 1-0. Lesko 2 for 4 yesterday. He had 2 hits to left field, a pop out to third, and a deep fly out to right field on his trips to the plate yesterday. And this one will go into left field for a base hit. And that is going to score Blaze Isaacson. He's rounding third, and he will hit the plate to make it 1-1.
RBI single for Owen Lesko.
So runners remain on first and second, and the base hit by the RBI single by Lesko will make it 1-1 and bring up Mason Warkin.
The catcher number 6, Mason Warkin.
Throw to third is going to go into left field. And now coming home is Colby Thielges. He will score on the air. Lesko will advance to second on a stolen base. And the pitch came across as a strike, so it's 0-1 to Warkin, and it's now a 2-1 lead for LaMoure. And that one will hit him. And now the be first and second once again. And Milbank will talk things over on the mound here. Down 2-1 with 2 runners on and only 1 out here. We're already 17 minutes into the ball game, and we're still in the bottom of the first. And coming in to run at first base for Lesko is Joey Potts. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here to Logan Potts. All right, so full count here to Logan Potts, and the runners advance. Mason Warkin on second, Joey Potts on third, and Logan Potts the batter with the full count. The payoff pitch, and he'll foul it off and stay alive, and we'll stay at 3-2. On deck is Jaron Reagan for LaMoure. 1 out, and a chance for LaMoure to jump on Milbank here if they can find themselves a base hit. And no, instead he'll be walked, and that will load the bases here for Jaron Reagan.
Courtesy runner at first base, number 18, Jacody Lewis. Now batting, first baseman, number 36, Jaron Reagan.
All right, so Jacody Lewis takes over at first base for the runner. And that'll be a strike 1 here to Jaron Reagan. Reagan, 5'9", from LaMoure High School, primarily plays first base and pitcher for LaMoure. 1-1 the count, and this one hit foul down the third baseline for the second strike. And that'll be out number 2 as he'll swing and miss, and brings up Jake Kramer now. So it'll be up to Jake Kramer to try and keep the inning going here. And a strike. Bases are loaded. You got Joey Potts on third and Jacody Lewis on second. Mason Warkin on, Warkin on second, Jacody Lewis on first is what I meant to say. Jake Kramer, the batter. No balls and 2 strikes to Jake. Kramer, outfielder, stands 6 foot tall here for LaMoure. And that one's fouled off to the first base side, and we'll stay at an 0-2 count here for Jake Kramer. And 2. Make that 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now here to Jake Kramer. LaMoure had the bases loaded twice in yesterday's game. They weren't able to capitalize on either opportunity. And here's a ground ball to second. And he'll throw it over to first for the third out. And once again, they do not cash in on it. They leave all 3 runners stranded on base, and that will take us to the second inning of play. 23 minutes to play the first inning, and post 19 has doubled up on post 9 by the tally of 2-1. We'll be back with more in a moment. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back. Mason Allen will be the batter here. He grounded out twice yesterday in the game against Broken Bow. One to the pitcher, one to the second baseman, so ground out on a 1-3 and a 4-3 yesterday. Takes the first pitch for a ball and the second pitch for a strike. So 1-1 the count now here to Mason Allen. We'll see Nolan Sheely and Jace Jones in this inning as well. And they'll hit him. So hit by a pitch, and that puts the runner on, brings up Nolan Sheely.
Left fielder number 5, Nolan Sheely.
Now miss for a ball. 1-0 here to Nolan Sheely. And another ball. And it's 2-0. That one's going to be fouled off. 2-1 the count now. And a 3-1 count here to Nolan Sheely. So Milbank scoring 1 in the top of the first. LaMoure responding with 2 of their own to take the 2-1 lead, and 23 minutes later we enter the second inning of play, and we're 4 minutes into this one already, and we got a full count here to Nolan Sheely with the runner on base being Mason Allen. And that'll be a walk.
The base on balls brings up the catcher number 14, Jace Jonason.
And he'll show bunt, and he'll lay the bunt down foul to the third base side. Strike 1. Jace Jonason 0 for 1 yesterday. Fly out to shallow center field. Jonason, primarily the catcher, stands 5'11". Graduates in 2028, or check that, 2025, excuse me. And with 2 strikes, that will most likely cancel out any ideas for a bunt here. And we'll see what kind of pitch Logan Potts will deliver here to Jonason on a 2-0. Go outside, make him chase, and yep, that's exactly what he did. But he left it a little bit high, and Jonason didn't bite. So it's 2-1, or 1-2, excuse me. I flip-flopped that by mistake. And the 1-2, and that one pops off the glove of Mason Warkin. The runners will stay put. And we move to a 2-2 count. Strike, strike, ball, ball in that order on the 4 pitches so far here to Jonason. And that one's going to be popped up, and that'll be out of play. Nobody will make anything out of that.
Balls to the concession stand down the third base side for a 25-cent reward, courtesy of Milbank Ford.
Two, swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Mason Meister, the batter now. So we hit the 30-minute mark of the ball
Center
game.
fielder, number 7, Mason Meister.
Meister will see that first pitch elevated a little bit high for ball 1. Once again, Mason Allen, the runner on second. Nolan Shealy, the runner on first here for Milbank. Trailing 2-1, but a base hit could change that. We'll see if Mason Meister can find a base hit. On the inside, and the runners will indeed advance. So now a base hit would give them the lead instead of tying it, at least in theory it would. 2-0. 3-0 now. And Logan Potts needs to be careful here as he's potentially a pitch away from loading the bases. Joseph Schulte, top of the order, is on deck. And he will take the 4-pitch walk. And that will load the bases here for Joseph Schulte. He was walked last time he was at the plate. And now Mason Warkin will run up and share some words with Logan Potts, as LaMoure would like to hang on to their 2-1 lead if they possibly can. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by the North Dakota American Legion and also the Fargo Visitors and Conventions Bureau of this 2025 Centennial Classic Baseball Tournament. Bases loaded, and Joseph Schulte takes the first pitch for a ball. Like I said, he's 0 for 0 in this game. He was walked. Yesterday, he had a ground out to short. 1-0. And that did catch the outside edge, and they'll even up the count at a ball and a strike here for Joseph Schulte. And that is to second and a first. Safe at first. So a run will score. We have a tie ball game, and the runner at second is out. Mason Allen will give the Milbank the run, coming in from third. So Joseph Schulte will get an RBI fielder's choice on that play.
Number 2, right fielder Josh Peterson.
And that will strand 2 on base on that play there. As I was updating my scorebook, wasn't able to commentate on that play, but we're good to go now.
Pitches for Potts through 2 innings of LaMoure, 46 pitches.
We'll be back with more in a moment. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back. So we take another look at the bracket of the games that have happened so far. LaMoure falling 10-2 to Glenwood LaMoure yesterday, and Broken Bow defeating Milbank 10-0. And we were informed recently that the championship game will indeed be a winner-take-all and not a double elimination like we originally thought. So, Easton Thielges will be the batter to lead things off here in the bottom of the second for LaMoure, tied up at 2-2. And that first pitch comes across for a strike, and it's 0-1 here to Easton Theolgis. Gunnar Theolgis is on deck, Blaze Isaacson to follow. So it's batters 9, 1, and 2 here in the bottom of the second inning as we moved all 1-1 count here with Easton Theolgis. Easton, a third baseman pitcher, stands 5'8", and that one is going to right field, and it will be caught there by Joshua Peterson, and that's out number 1. And I'll bring up Gunnar Theolgis now.
The LaMoure leadoff batter, number 20, left fielder Gunnar Theolgis.
He was walked last time he was at the plate. High for a ball. And this one, a ground ball to third. He'll fire it up to Mason Allen at second, and it goes into center field. And now heading over to third is Gunnar Theolgis.
Go, boys!
Number 7, second baseman Blaze Isaacson.
Just updating a few things in my scorebook here. 2-0 ground ball to third, and now we have the first out and a run scores. That'll be Easton Theolgis who coming in and score.
RBI for Isaacson. Now batting number 2, shortstop Colby Theolgis.
All right, caught up in the scorebook. Should be Owen Lesko. Yep, and it is indeed Owen Lesko. And Owen Lesko will send this one out into center field and is caught there by Mason Meister. So they'll strand one on base, but LaMoure does grab the lead back. They have a 3-2 advantage here at the end of 2 here on MSPN Digital Television at the 2025 Centennial Classic Baseball Tournament. We'll be right back in just a moment here on MSPN Digital Television. Stay tuned.
45 pitches for Schulte, 45 pitches.
It's payback time.
It's not fun being the target of rude behavior. Sports has many traditions, but bad sportsmanship isn't one of them. This message brought to you by MSPN Digital Television.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans?
From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition in strengthening America through service.
So if you're a veteran,
consider joining us.
Or donate to help us support our veterans.
All right, welcome back. 3-2 LaMoure here as we enter the top of the third. We're 40 minutes into the ball game. Aiden Kelly is going to lead it off here.
Milbank is the shortstop, number 22, Aiden Kelly.
And strike one to Aiden Kelly. Last time Kelly was up, he let down a sack bunt right back to Logan Potts that advanced his teammates to second and third. And the pitch, and he's going to send that one high, and looks like the third baseman has it, and he does. Easton Thiel just to make the catch for the first out.
Now batting first baseman, number 11, Mac Copeland.
Matt Copeland sends it to deep right, and it is foul. And if it would have been fair, it would be a tie ball game right now, as Matt Copeland got everything on that swing. Foul for strike one on a very deep strike. A 304-foot strike, give or take a foot or two. And there's strike two. Matt Copeland, 0 for 0. Scored the first, his bat was responsible for the first Milbank run, as he would sac fly to deep center last time he was at the plate. Swinging and a miss, and this time he strikes out, and that's out number two. So that will bring up to the plate now here for Milbank, Reese Rabe.
Now batting number 13, third baseman, Reese Rabe.
Rabe, primarily a third baseman, right fielder, and almost the tallest guy on the team, one of two tall guys on the team. He stands 6'1". According to the roster, his other teammates stand 6'2" and 6'5", so he comes in third place in that category there. And he'll come in first place against Logan Potts as he builds himself a 2-0 count. Reese Rabe struck out swinging last time he was at the plate. And this one a ground ball to third, but it goes foul, and we'll go to one ball or 2 balls and 1 strike. And the 2-1. Swing and miss, 2-2. And he went chasing for that one, paid the price, and that will end the inning. Top of the third is done on a strikeout, and that brings up Mason Larkin, Logan Potts, and Jaron Reagan for LaMoure. It's the batters, 5, 6, and 7 batters for LaMoure when we return after this here on MSPN Digital Television. Stay tuned.
Hey, great party. Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not gonna come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger. I don't grill it.
You wouldn't do it there.
That'd be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Here's the thing about this game. It doesn't matter who you are, how big, or how small. It doesn't matter where you live.
All right. That's your new third baseman, Taylor Heinge, coming into the game, taking the spot of Reese Rabe. And ball one to Mason Warkin, who's hit by a pitch last time he was up, so he's 0 for 0 so far on the day, with LaMoure leading 3-2 here. We'll see if they can add to their lead in the bottom of the third inning here. We're 45 minutes in, and at a 2-0 count now here for Warkin. We'll see Logan Potts and Jaron Reagan this inning as well. It's the 5, 6, 7 batters for LaMoure here in the bottom of the third inning of play. 45 minutes into the ball game, and a 3 balls, no strike count here to Warkin. Nice strike is delivered there. Warkin stands 5'10". That means I'm an inch taller than he is.
Courtesy running at first for the catcher is number 10, Joey Potts. The LaMoure batter, pitcher number 1, Logan Potts.
So Joey Potts comes in to run it first. Logan Potts, the batter. 0 for 0. Logan Potts was walked last time he was at the plate. Schulte will take a look over his shoulder. He'll fire over to first and back in time safely. And that first pitch comes across as a ball. Once again, Logan Potts was walked. Logan and Joey on first base, both stand 5'11". Just like your broadcaster Mike does, stand 5'11". At least last time I measured, that's what I was. So 2-0 and make it 3-0 now. And that'll be ball 4. And it's another walk. And with that, first and second base will be occupied by Potts. By the Potts. And we'll have a pitching change here for Milbank. So we'll take a break and we'll tell you what's next when we return after this. Stay tuned.
1 in 5 high school students use e-cigarettes or vapes. Some of them, like Juul, are so slim and sleek that they look like a flash drive. That's why e-cigarettes and vapes are so appealing to kids. There are more than 7,000 flavors and they're sold where kids shop, online and in convenience stores. Most e-cigarettes contain nicotine, which is highly addictive and can harm brain development as teens grow. No amount of nicotine is safe for youth. Like it or not, we are a target. This message is brought to you by the Minnesota Department of Health.
All right, Aiden Kelly's your new pitcher, and he'll flip-flop positions with the former pitcher Joseph Schulte, as Joe Schulte will move to shortstop. So Joe Schulte, shortstop, Aiden Kelly, your new pitcher. The two players flip-flop positions, and the first batter that Aiden Kelly will face will be the 5'9" left-hander, Jaron Reagan. First pitch is a ball here to Reagan. Oh, they're going to call it a strike, I guess. Looked a little outside to me. I was a little jumpy there on the buttons, but so once again, it's Joey Potts on second, Logan Potts on first, and now a 2-strike count here for Aiden Kelly on Jaron Reagan. He was looking for a bunt, and instead he struck out. You don't normally see 2-strike bunt attempts, but that time it happened, and it cost them the ultimate price with an out.
Designated hitter number 24, Jake Kramer.
Going to the books is a strikeout swinging. Jake Kramer 0 for 1 with a ground out to the second baseman Mason Allen last time he was at the plate. See if he can do a little bit better this time. This one will not make it into the glove of Matt Copeland, the first baseman. Kramer had a hit yesterday, and he also had a flyout and a couple of groundouts yesterday in the loss to Glenwood Lowry. Two and one now here to Jake Kramer. And coming home is Joey Potts. He scores no problem. And we have a 4-2 game as LaMoure doubles up here on Milbank. And that pitch will be was ball 4, I do believe, right? Yes, it was. So it'll be a walk in addition to the run scored. So that puts runners on the corners now. And that first pitch here to Easton Thiel just is in for a strike. He's 1 for 1. Singled out into right field last time he was at the plate. Kramer thought about stealing second. Decided to go back. So runners will remain on the corners here. And we got a 1-1 count. Kelly will lean in, get the signal here from Jonason and deliver. Swing and a miss, and the runner will take second, and no throw, no contest from Jonason to keep Logan Potts at third. So runners in scoring position now as Kramer will get the stolen base. And he'll foul that one off. Move the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes to Easton Theologist. Kelly sets, delivers. And that one is fouled away. Little blooper just over the line, about halfway down the first base side there. Keeps us at 1 and 2. 1 out. 2 runners on second and third. Kramer on second. Logan Potts on third. And this is a ground ball to the shortstop, Schulte. He will fire it over to first for the second out. And another run will score. That's Logan Potts coming across the plate. And Jake Kramer to third. So that means first base and second base are open.
Leadoff batter, left fielder number 20, Gunnar Filchis.
And it is now 5-2. 2 runs in the first, 1 run in the second, and 2 runs here in the third so far. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Jake Kramer's the lone base runner, and he's about 84 feet from home plate right now. And that's a ground ball that will find its way into center field, and that will score Jake Kramer from third, and it makes it a 6-2 game here for LaMoure. Base hit, puts a runner on first.
Second baseman number 7, Blaze Isaacson.
Show bunt. The runner's going to go to second, and he will slide in easily. That will drop foul for a long strike. Swing and miss, strike 2, strike 3. And they'll strand 1 on base as a result, and we will go now to the bottom of the third, but they do get 3 across the plate to double their lead from 3-2 to 6-2. We'll see if Milbank can respond here in the top of the fourth. We're 57 minutes in. We'll be back in a moment. Stay tuned.
19 pitches.
My fellow Legionnaires, what we do today on the battlefield will go down in infamy. Know that I consider each of you my brothers in this life and the next!
Jimmy, what the hell did you get us into? The American Legion helps veterans, Bob. Cadius is a veteran.
Fine, but drinks are on you when we get back.
Legion!
Join today's Legion. Sandals are optional.
All right, we move to the bottom of the third.
Second baseman number 3, Mason Allen.
Mason Allen is the batter. Swing and a miss for a strike. And this one, ground ball to short. Can he make the throw? No, he cannot. It'll be a base hit, and now he'll advance on an error. So a hit and an error on the play will put Mason on second base.
Left fielder Nolan Sheely.
Nolan Sheely was walked last time he was at the plate. And this one's going to be popped up. Could be good for the second baseman there, and he does make the catch. Blake Isaacson puts the first out on the board. Runner stays put at second base. Brings up Jace Jonasson.
Catcher number 14, Jace Jonasson.
Jonason 0 for 1, struck out swinging last time he was at the plate. 2 balls and no strikes. And that one is going to be in center field. And the catch is made there by Lesko. He'll throw it in quickly here, shortstop Colby Theelgis, and make sure that Allen doesn't advance beyond second. 2 outs on the board now. And that brings up Mason Meister.
Now batting number 7, center fielder Mason Meister.
So Mason Allen, after a hit and an error to get to second, has been stuck there for 2 batters now. And Mason Meister will swing and miss for strike 1. Meister was walked last time, so he's 0 for 0 here in the ball game so far. That pitch will miss outside, so Lerner's first ball on this plate appearance. Mason Meister, center fielder, left fielder, stands 6 feet tall. Graduates from Milbank High School in 2025. 2 balls and 2 strikes, the count here, in the battle of North Dakota and South Dakota to see who stays in this tournament and who exits the tournament. Swing and a miss, and that'll be strike 3, and that'll be out 3 as well. They'll strand that runner on base, and we go now to the bottom of the 4th. Batters 3, 4, and 5 are the scheduled batters when we return for LaMoure right after this. Stay tuned.
No runs.
Here's your chance to support MSPN Digital Television in one of 3 ways. First, everyone can subscribe to the MSPN YouTube channel absolutely free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 monthly YouTube memberships. Third, local businesses can choose one of 2 monthly YouTube sponsorships. Visit our YouTube channel and look for and click the Join button to select the option that's best for you. For more information or to get answers to your questions about MSPN memberships and sponsorships, give us a call today at 701-491-6776.
Welcome back to Milbank, South Dakota, where it is sunny and 72 degrees, on our way to a forecasted high of 78. Winds gusting up to 19 miles per hour currently. But it's not quite as bad as it was yesterday for wind gusts. Want to say hi to Jim watching from Denver, North Carolina, or as he puts it, good afternoon from a very hot Denver, North Carolina. So I don't know if it's hotter than 72 or not, but that's what we got here in Milbank, according to the Weather Channel's weather app. And it's strike 1 here to the batter, Colby Theelgis. 0 for 2 in this game. Reached on an error on the third baseman and also popped out to the third baseman. I should say reached on the fielder's choice on a ball hit towards the third baseman, I should say. 1 ball, 1 strike now here to Colby Theelgis. And now it's 2 balls and a strike as that pitch will come inside, make Theelgis lean back a little bit. Colby, the second tallest of the 3 Theelgises on the roster here. He stands 5'10". Gunner stands 6 foot even, and Easton stands 5'8". So just imagine if those 3 got on first, second, and third base. 2 balls and 2 strikes. You could just say the bases are loaded with the Theelgis trio. But we'll have to wait to use that line to see if that ever happens in this game or not. 2-2 the count. Outside, and a full count now to Colby Theelgis. Also due up, Owen Lesko and Mason Warkin. It's the 3, 4, 5 batters here in the bottom of the 4th. And this one is over the head of the shortstop, Schulte. It'll be a base hit, and into left field. He's going to try for second. The throw's going to come, and he's safe. So he earns himself a double on that base hit. brings up Owen Lesko.
Number 8, center fielder Owen Lesko.
And this one's going to be popped up shallow center field. And he can't make the catch. It bounced off his glove. He closed his glove before the ball was secure inside, and that will be an error. It's not too often you see an error like that one, but an error is an error nonetheless. So that'll put runners on the corners now as Kobe Thiel just advances to third on that same error, and Lesko reaches first. So Mason Warkin 0 for 0, hit by a pitch, and now stealing second is Lesko, so 2 runners in scoring position. (6-2) for LaMoure here in the bottom of the 4th. Aiden Kelly on the mound, came in the 3rd inning in relief for the starting pitcher, Joe Schulte. Where are we at? We're at 1-1 here. Once again, Warkin hit by a pitch and walked, so he's reached base both occasions, and he's ahead in the count here now, 2-1 against Aiden Kelly. Kobe Thiel just the runner on third. Owen Lesko the runner on second here for LaMoure in the white jerseys with blue trim and the red outline of the lettering and numerals. Swing and a miss, and we're even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Milbank wearing the blues with the red jersey sleeves. They were wearing red with blue jersey sleeves yesterday. LaMoure wearing the same jerseys as they did yesterday. And this is a ground ball to the shortstop. And they'll fire it over to first for the first out. And coming in to score is Kobe Thielgis.
RBI for Warkin on the ground out. Now batting pitcher number 1, Logan Potts.
Lesko stays at second on the play, and it's Logan Potts now. 0 for 0. He's been to the plate twice. He's been walked both times. He'll take ball 1 here. 1 hour and 9 minutes into the game now here for these two teams. And this one's going to right field. Catch is made and tag, he will stay put at second.
Number 36, first baseman Jaron Reagan.
And a little bunt, and the throw to first is in time. So they will strand the runner on base, but they do get another one across. They have scored in every inning so far. 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 3 in the third, and 1 in the fourth. They take a 7-2 lead over Milbank Post 9. When we return after this, it will be
35 pitches for Aiden Kelly, 35 pitches.
It will be the 1-2-3 batters for Milbank when we return after this. Stay tuned.
I just picked her up. We should be there in 20 minutes.
Who is it? Oh, it's him. Where is he?
I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
All right, welcome back. Milbank, South Dakota is where we're at. Birthplace of Legion Baseball. Just shy of 100 years ago today, July 17th, was when it was proposed here in Milbank, South Dakota. And now they have teams in all 50 states, including some in Canada. Joseph Schulte is the leadoff batter, and he takes the first pitch for a strike. He's 0 for 1 in this contest. He was walked his first time up, and then he reached on a fielder's choice last time. And now he swings and misses, and he's down in the count 0-2. Schulte, the tallest player on the team at 6'5". Logan Potts still pitching here in the 5th inning, and that one will drop low for ball 2. So we're even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that one's low, and we have a full count now here. Full count to Joe Schulte, the shortstop. Started the game as the pitcher, then moved to shortstop when Aiden Kelly took over on the mound for Milbank. And this one is a line drive into the 5-6 gap into left field. That's good for a base hit and a runner on. Joshua Peterson, the batter now.
Now batting number 2, right fielder Josh Peterson.
The Minnesota Twins are hosting Pittsburgh. That game will start here in probably about 15 minutes or so. And they called a balk. So that'll automatically advance Schulte up to second. And a little bit high for a ball. 1-0 the count now here to Joshua Peterson. He's 0 for 1, walk his first time up, and he struck out looking his last time up. And this one will miss for ball 2. Fouled away, and nobody will make a play on that one. They'll call a strike there. So we're at 2-2 now here to Joshua Peterson. Joseph Schulte, the lone runner on second, and that's ball 3. Still nobody out here in the top of the 5th. And Milbank could use that run on second. We'll see if Peterson can help out with that cause. Right up the middle, a diamond cutter that bounces off the pitcher's mound. Rounding third is Joseph Schulte, and the throw home will not be in time. The throw back up to second will not be in time. And it's an RBI double for Joshua Peterson, scoring Schulte from second, and now Milbank gets one back from LaMoure. It is 7-3. So right up the middle for Peterson. took a nasty bounce off the pitcher's mound into center field.
Kelly.
Scoring Schulte. Aiden Kelly, the pitcher, will now step up to the plate, and we'll see if Milbank can get another run across the plate here in the top of the 5th, as Schulte and Peterson flip-flop positions at home in second, and now Aiden Kelly will take over in the batter's box and see if Milbank can go on a little bit of a run here with nobody out. And this one is popped up, and the catch is made. So there's out number 1. Pop out to the pitcher, and that brings us to Matt Copeland.
Now batting first baseman number 11, Mac Copeland.
Copeland's bat was responsible for the first run, as he would send a sac fly to deep center field that would score his teammate from third. Since then, he struck out swinging. Runner goes to third, and the throw to third not in time. So he will steal third base and get 90 feet closer to potentially giving them a 4th run. Copeland calling time here.
Cut, Copeland.
Copeland, the left-handed first baseman, stands 5'11". Will graduate from Milbank High School in 2027. And that pitch will just miss on the outside. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes now here to Matt Copeland. Copeland had a base hit to center field in yesterday's loss to Broken Bow. And this one down the first base line and foul. So we'll stay at a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's out number 2. So Reese, check that, or will it be? No, it will be somebody else. It will be Tyler Henge.
Third baseman Tyler Henge.
Henge, excuse me. And Henge with a bouncing ball to short. Thiel just will pick it up and fire it over in time, and that'll prevent the runner from scoring. They'll leave him stranded on base. LaMoure does get 1. They get a little bit closer here in the top of the 5th. It is now 7-3 on the Fargo Visitors and Convention Bureau scoreboard, and we'll be back in a moment here on MSPN Digital Television. Stay tuned.
91
1 in 5 high school students use e-cigarettes or vapes. Some of them, like Juul, are so slim and sleek that they look like a flash drive. That's why e-cigarettes and vapes are so appealing to kids. There are more than 7,000 flavors, and they're sold where kids shop, online and in convenience stores. Most e-cigarettes contain nicotine, which is highly addictive and can harm brain development as teens grow. No amount of nicotine is safe for youth. Like it or not, we are a target. This message is brought to you by the Minnesota Department of Health.
All right, welcome back.
Hitting out the bottom of the fifth for LaMoure, post 19 of North Dakota, designated hitter number 24, Jake Kramer.
And the aforementioned Jake Kramer is 0 for 1. Ground out and a walk. The ground out was to the second baseman on his first plate appearance of this game. And he will get a slow roller to third. Henji will pick it up and over to first in time for the out. So 1 down, 1 up, 1 down here on the first pitch of the bottom of the fifth. They'll bring up Easton Theolgis.
Easton Theolgis.
Theolgis 2 for 2, a pair of singles, 1 to right field, 1 to center field. And that ball took a nasty flight path in for a high ball 1. There's a strike. We're even at a ball and a strike now here. Zayden Kelly, once again in his third inning of work, coming in the third to replace Joe Schulte. Goes a little high there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Hayden Kelly stands 6 foot on that mound. He probably stands about 6'5". He hit him. So runner on via hit by a pitch. Now bring up the top of the order, Gunnar Theolgis.
The LaMoure leadoff batter, number 20, left fielder, Gunnar Theolgis.
Gunnar Theolgis 0 for 2, a walk, reached on an error and struck out swinging. And the first pitch is in for ball 1. Ball 2. Once again, the runner on is Easton Theolgis. The batter's Gunnar Theolgis. On deck is Blake Isaacson. With 1 out, if no double plays occur, we'll see Isaacson next. And there's strike, 2 and 1. And a ground ball to short. Could it be a double play? 6-4 does not complete the double play. And since he didn't advance, there will be no error on that throw. But they do get the lead runner out and put the second out on the board, and Theolgis will reach via fielder's choice.
Second baseman, number 7, Blaze Isaacson.
Blaze Isaacson 1 for 2. Runner will go and up to second and safe. Pitch came across as a ball. It's 1-0 here to Blaze Isaacson. And this one going high to left center, more closer to center. And that was caught by Mason Meister. So that will strand 1 on base. And we go now to the top of the 6th inning here at Legion Ballpark, at Legion Field here in Milbank, South Dakota. It is LaMoure 7 and Milbank 3 after 5 complete.
46 pitches.
And we'll be back with more in just a moment here on MSPN Digital Television. Stay tuned.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
All right, Mason Allen is the batter here. And that'll be fouled off for strike one. That's pitch 92 now here for Logan Potts. I believe the pitch count is 105. I know if you go over 81, you get 4 days of rest, but I forget what the maximum is. I think it's 105 or 109, one of the two. It's been a while since I've seen a pitcher come close to that. Should be a 2-1 count, I do believe. Swing and a miss, and that makes it 2-2. And it is indeed 2-2, so he's at 97 pitches now. 1 hour and 27 into his 6th inning of work. And he hits him. So that will, oh wait, no, they're going to say it hit the bat. And it'll be a fouled away pitch.
Now batting the left fielder, number 1, Jeter Schooler.
Well, maybe not. They're going to say it was a strikeout, I guess. So that puts one out on the board. And that one is out of play. So that last pitch there was pitch 100, according to my numbers here for Logan Potts. So he'll have this batter and maybe one more, and then he will likely come out of the game. Swing and a miss there for a strike. And it's 0-2 now. High for a ball. 1-2 the count now here to Jace Jonenson. 0 for 2, struck out swinging, and a fly out to center field on his most recent trip to the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and this one grounded to third. Easton Theologist will pick it up. He'll fire it over to Jaron Reagan, and that's a 5-3 ground out for out number 2.
The catcher, number 14, Jace Jonasson.
Now 1-2 the count here. Two and two the count here to Jace Jonenson. And he'll foul that one off, and it'll remain 2-2. So Logan Potts, according to my numbers, is at 107. So he has 2 pitches remaining, and then if Jonenson gets on base in the next pitch, then it would be up to the coach if Logan Potts would face Mason Meister or if they would pull him a pitch early. Yeah, that's if my pitch count is accurate. This is pitch 108. And he throws it in there for a strike. And he ends the inning on 108 pitches. We'll see if the PA announcer agrees with me.
Milbank in the 6th, no runs, no hits, no LaMoure errors, and no runners left. That's 106 pitches.
106.
106.
Okay, I'm not sure. I guess I got a couple extra pitches in there somehow. So 106. So he could come out in the 7th to face one batter if he wanted to, because the pitch count is 109. But we'll see if they do that or not. We'll take a break and come back with the top of the 7th.
Here's your chance to support MSPN Digital Television in one of 3 ways. First, everyone can subscribe to the MSPN YouTube channel absolutely free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 monthly YouTube memberships. Third, local businesses can choose one of 2 monthly YouTube sponsorships. Visit our YouTube channel and look for and click the Join button to select the option that's best for you. For more information or to get answers to your questions about MSPN memberships and sponsorships, give us a call today at 701-491-6776.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the 6th, Colby Theolgis will bat for LaMoure, as they have a 7-3 lead here over Milbank in the loser-out game, the first loser-out game of the 2025 Centennial Classic Baseball Tournament, and it's 0-1 on the strike thrown there. Theolgis is 1 for 3, reached on a fielder's choice, and they pop out to the third baseman, and they double over the shortstop's head into left center field. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Colby Theolgis. Owen Lesko, Mason Warkin, batters 3, 4, and 5 are the scheduled batters here in the bottom of the 6th inning. I think I said we were going to the 7th before the break. That was my mistake. Got a half an inning ahead of me here. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch is going to it's going to hit the edge, I guess, for a strike. A little bit more delayed strike call than I expected there, and led me to believe that it might have been ball 2, but instead it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that is ball 2. So, okay. Maybe he flip-flopped the last 2 pitches. I don't know. And this one ground ball to third, and it sneaks by the third baseman into left field, and that'll be a base hit and a single for Theolgis, and I'll bring up Owen Lesko now.
Center fielder number 8, Owen Lesko.
Lesko 1 for 3, a single, a fly out to center, and reached on an error on a fly ball to the center fielder, that's where he closed his glove before he had it secured. Runner will try and steal second, and he dropped the ball, otherwise the tag would have been made, but instead he will successfully steal second base. So in a 7-3 game with nobody out, LaMoure has a runner in scoring position now with Owen Lesko at the plate. One ball, no strike. And the delivery is in for a strike. 1-1. And that one's low for ball 2. So 2 balls and a strike now here to Owen Lesko. Once again, he's 1 for 3 with a single fly out and the error charge of the center fielder. And a ground ball to third that goes foul for a 2-2 count. Swing, and it's going to be a drop third strike. They'll throw it up to first to complete the out. That will advance Colby Theolgis over to third, and it's 1 gone here with a runner 90 feet away. So 2-3 on the drop third strike, advancing Theolgis to third. Mason Warkin now will be the batter as he steps up to the plate. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Hit by a pitch, walked on his last trip to the plate. He grounded out on a 5-3 to the third baseman. And he's going to go to third again. This time it's going to drift foul for strike number 1. And it's going to be mishandled by the third baseman, and that will be an error. Or did they call it foul? Nope, it will be an error. And runners on the corners.
Now batting pitcher number 1, Logan Potts.
That's the third error of the day by Milbank. One to the shortstop, one to the third baseman, one to the center fielder. We're an hour and 37 minutes
9, Riley Christopherson.
into the ball game now. Riley Christopherson into courtesy run at first base. And now the two umpires will get together here on the first base side. And whatever that discussion was about, it is over now. High for a ball. 1-1 now here to Logan Potts. Check that. 1-0. Excuse me, to Logan Potts. 0 for 1, a walk, and a fly out to right. And now Aiden Kelly will take a moment to retie his shoe. Kelly will lean in, get the signal here from Jonason. And that one is popped on to center field, and it's caught by Mason Meister for the second out.
Sacrifice fly for Logan Potts. First baseman number 36, Jaron Reagan.
Jaron Reagan, the batter now, and he's going to send this one to the shortstop. Schulte will fire it over in time for the out. They will strand 2 on base, and we'll move now. We can move to the 7th inning, and we are on track. An hour and 40 minutes in. It's 7-3 LaMoure, and it's the last chance for Milbank to try and score 4 or more when we return after this. Stay tuned.
2 Milbank errors and 1 run.
American Legion Baseball. A winning tradition since 1925. Thousands of young athletes have participated, and countless lives have been changed.
And that was the fun part of summer ball and Legion was we just played. At that stage, I think everything's so pure. You're just wanting to play ball. I would 100% recommend it.
Legion Baseball is one of many programs of the American Legion, supporting our children, our military, and their families. Find out more about how we continue to serve America.
All right, and your new pitcher is Joey Potts, as Logan Potts has exceeded his pitch limit at 106.
Changes for LaMoure, number 1, Logan Potts, now playing right field. And the new pitcher, number 10, Joey Potts.
So Logan Potts will move out to right field to take over for Russell Exner, who was in right field previously, as Joey Potts finishes his warm-up pitches. Logan Potts, 6 innings of work, faced 26 batters, 46 strikes on, or 46 balls, 60 strikes on 106 pitches, allowed 3 runs, struck out 9, 2 looking, 7 swinging, allowed 3 hits, and walked 5 batters.
For Milbank in the 7th, number 7,
had 1
center
hit
fielder
batter,
Mason Meister.
was called for 1 balk, and had 1 wild pitch in those 106 tosses. Walks, hits per inning, 1.33 was the average. Not bad. Mason Meister, the batter here in the top of the 7th. And he finds himself down in the count, 0-2 now here. He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout swing. And this one is going to center field and caught there by Owen Lesko for out number 1. So now Milbank down to their final 2 outs here. And Joseph Schulte will be the batter. Joe Schulte's 1 for 2 with a walk, reached on the fielder's choice, and a single to left field on his most recent trip to the plate. And a strike is called there. Schulte turns us back to the top of the order here. We'll see Joshua Peterson next. This is a base hit out into right field.
Right fielder number 2, Josh Peterson.
Josh Peterson now 1 for 2, walked, struck out, and doubled to center field. That was the hit that took the nasty bounce off the pitcher's mound right down the middle. He earned himself an RBI on that play too, and back safely is Schulte at first. So Joey Potts, time is called. And that one is low, or oh, I guess it's in for a strike. 0-1. This one's going to be popped up into right field. Shallow right, making the play back to first. No, the throw won't be going back to first. And Logan Potts gets another out credited to his stat book here. The first several of them coming from the pitcher's mound. Aiden Kelly 0 for 2, sack bunt that moved his teammates to second and third, a fly out to left, and another fly out to the pitcher. A little pop-up that was right around home plate. Oh, 0-1, and he'll take this one over the head of the third baseman to left field. Base hit, and that will move the runners to first and second. So Aiden Kelly gets a single out of that. And now Matt Copeland. He's 0 for 2, sacrifice fly to score the first run of the game for Milbank.
Number 11, first baseman Mac Copeland.
Since then, he struck out on both times he went down swinging. Oh, 0-1 here to Matt Copeland. Can Milbank get something going? The tying run is in the on-deck circle here for Milbank. And now Matt Copeland is down to his final strike and potentially his team's final strike. Timeout is called there by Copeland, the batter. Tyler Hingy would be the batter on deck unless they're going to make a pinch hitter or something here. Well, we'll see. Warner's on first and second. And the pitch. 0-2 fouled away. Will stay at 0-2. 1 hour and 47 minutes time of the game so far. Joey Potts has not thrown a ball since he has come onto the mound. And he strikes him out. And that will do it. That is your final score. North Dakota hangs on here.
Milbank in the 7th, no runs, 2 hits, no LaMoure errors, and 2 runners left.
And Milbank is retired from the double elimination tournament here with the 7-3 loss to LaMoure, and LaMoure will move on to the next game. We'll show you an updated bracket here in just a moment on MSPN Digital Television. Stay tuned.
Yeah, I just picked her up. We should be there in 20 minutes.
Who is it? Oh, it's him. Where is he?
I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
1 in 5 high school students use e-cigarettes or vapes. Some of them, like Juul, are so slim and sleek that they look like a flash drive. That's why e-cigarettes and vapes are so appealing to kids. There are more than 7,000 flavors, and they're sold where kids shop, online and in convenience stores. Most e-cigarettes contain nicotine, which is highly addictive and can harm brain development as teens grow. No amount of nicotine is safe for youth. Like it or not, we are a target. This message is brought to you by the Minnesota Department of Health.
All right, welcome back. Your final score here in Game 1 of Day 2, or Game 3 of the tournament, is the LaMoure Post 19-7 and Milbank Post 9-3. There you see your line scores. Time of the game, 1 hour and 49 minutes. Let's take a look at the updated bracket here for you. As with that 7-3 win, LaMoure will move on to the 6:30 game tonight to play the loser of our next game between Glenwood Lowry and Broken Bow. And then the championship game will be the winners of Game 4 and Game 5, and that will be a single game. There will be no double elimination game. If the losers bracket team wins that game, they win the championship in one game. So that'll be interesting to see if to see who wins that championship game. It should be a fun one. LaMoure just didn't have it yesterday. Today they came out with a little bit more strength. So did Milbank, to be honest with you, but LaMoure just a little bit overpowering there with the bats, scoring with that 3-run bottom of the third is kind of what sealed it for LaMoure. At that point, the game was a 3-2 lead for LaMoure, and then LaMoure popped 3 in the bottom of the third to double their run count to take a 6-2 lead. They'd add one more in the bottom of the fourth to make it 7-2. Milbank would score in the fifth to make it 7-3. Nobody would score since then, and that would end up being our final score. Once again, time of the game, 1 hour and 49 minutes. So it's 1:23 now, so we have 1 hour and 7 minutes before the start of our next game between Broken Bow and Glenwood Lowry. That is a hard start at 2:30 Central Time, 3:30 for our friends on the Eastern Time Zone. We're tuning in, watching today's broadcast coverage. I know we have a few, so that's why I mentioned it. Once again, you can find us online, YouTube. You're already there. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, join if you'd like. That'd be appreciated. And then you can follow us on X too and get a look at a broadcast schedule and all that good stuff. And so that will do it for this broadcast. And we will talk to you again here in about an hour and 5 minutes, hour and 6 minutes, give or take. And we'll for Glenwood Lowry and Broken Bowl at 2:30, 3:30 Eastern. Talk to you again soon. Thanks for tuning in.
The proceeding has been a copyrighted presentation of MSPN Digital Television. Follow us online by searching MSPN-DTV on YouTube and X to find broadcast schedules, on-demand broadcasts, and more. Thanks for watching MSPN Digital Television.